enjoy Seth MacFarlane's shows? Have you wondered why Seth MacFarlane described Matt Stone and Trey Parker's comments as, quote, too far? Do you know that these creators have been in a long feud? Do you know the reason behind this feud? Would you like to know the answers to these questions? Then watch this video to the end, as we will be discussing these in detail and bringing you the answers you desire. Sit tight and it's going to be interesting. First up, what do you need to know about Seth MacFarlane? Seth MacFarlane has been making people laugh with various hilarious titles for over 2 decades. From talking bears in movies to talking dogs on TV, MacFarlane has proven to be a comedy powerhouse. His exploits in mature themed cartoons are undoubtedly his most famous assertions to fame. With long-running hit shows like American Dad and Family Guy under his belt, it's clear that MacFarlane is not to be trifled with when it comes to animation. While he has some notable live-action efforts such as the Orville series or his appearances on Gilmore Girls, his achievements in animation endeavors are genuinely remarkable. American Dad has been well received by home audiences via Rotten Tomatoes with over 200 episodes released, and Family Guy has won a total of 8 Emmy Awards. In addition, MacFarlane, a 5-time Emmy winner, was inducted into the Television Hall of Fame in 2020. There's no denying the man had a successful career in making people laugh, but there are some things the gifted creator does not find amusing. In his line of work, MacFarlane's probably used to receiving criticism from fans, critics, and rivals. But there are times when people, particularly those in the comedy industry, can go too far, as was the case when South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker crossed a line with Family Guy creators Matt Stone and... Now, what did Matt Stone and Trey Parker do? It's common for shows to poke fun at one another, and South Park and Family Guy are no exception. South Park did a parody of Family Guy in the Cartoon Wars episodes, ripping on the series that fans believed is frighteningly accurate. While the entry was unfavorable to the rival series, the creators' comments irritated MacFarlane. Matt Parker and Trey Stone made unflattering remarks about the show's writers in an interview via YouTube. We do not respect it when it comes to writing. I believe they do not work hard enough. They must put in more effort, they said. Next, what was Seth MacFarlane's reaction? In an interview with Howard Stern via YouTube, MacFarlane claimed he found the episode amusing, but their views on the writing did not sit well with the Hall of Famer. Quote, "But then I read this article in which they were spitting venom at our staff and us, and I thought, well, that's kinda lame. They can say whatever they want to about the show, go crazy. But what got to me was, don't go harping on staff writers," he responded. MacFarlane has no problem with any shade taking the throne at Family Guy, but trash talk about the writers is unacceptable and off limits to the show's creator. However, the parodies aren't a problem, so South Park is free to mock more of Seth MacFarlane's efforts in this manner. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments section. Up next, what led to South Park's long-running feud with Family Guy? Are you a fan of both shows? Would you like to know all about South Park's long-running feud with the Family Guy? Then buckle up. We'll be finding out more soon. Since the early 2000s, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone have had a running feud with Family Guy writers and co-creator Seth MacFarlane. While both shows are about average suburban families and contain profanity, crude jokes, and surreal elements, their sense of humor is vastly different. South Park is satirical, frequently questioning the hypocrisy of various topics such as politics and corrupt leaders. The mood of Family Guy is heavily based on gags and gimmicks such as characters Brian and Stewie time traveling and lampooning American pop culture. The feud between the shows began in April 2006 when South Park mocks Family Guy in the 2-part episode Cartoon Wars. Cartoon Wars Part 1 made fun of Family Guy's writers, implying there was a group of manatees who curated the storylines and jokes by randomly selecting beach balls. Parker and Stone became tired of the shows being grouped together, sharing that, "You guys have one of the best television shows, and you and Family Guy is one of the most meanest things that ever said to them," via exclaim. Keep watching along closely, we're about to tell you all about why Matt Stone and Trey Parker seem to hate Family Guys and more. So don't go anywhere unless you want to miss out on what we have lined up for you. Up next, what do you need to know about Family Guy and their writers' response? Family Guy writers initially only clapped back in DVD commentaries, referring to their gags as manatee jokes. Proper retaliation came in the episode Spies Reminiscent of Us from 2009. In this episode, Peter Griffin of Family Guy and his neighbor Glenn Quagmire, both voiced by Seth MacFarlane, take part in an improv show where only Peter's nonsensical gags elicit laughter from the audience. Quagmire, who enjoys classic improv one-liners such as "don't think" and "keep it going," attempts to steer their comedy comedy away from gags and towards the more profound character-based humor that South Park creators accuse them of lacking. Despite its subtlety, the episode mocks South Park's criticism of Family Guy. While both shows poke fun at each other, the creators' comments about each other's shows suggest that Parker and Stone fueled the feud. However, not all of their jokes are always seen as funny after a horrific Family Guy image of herself went viral. Chloe Grace Moretz said that she had body dysmorphic disorder and said that she had become a recluse. In an interview with Hunger magazine, the kick-ass actress admitted that often shared joke on Twitter compelled her to withdraw from the public spotlight. The 25-year-old claimed, "There was one meme that really affected me, depicting me entering a hotel with a pizza box in my hand. It was one of the most popular memes at the time," according to Moretz, who claimed this photo became modified into a character from Family Guy with the long legs and small torso. The picture was taken in 2016 and showed the actress carrying 2 pizza boxes while wearing a blouse, heels, and shorts. The paparazzi photo was then altered to make it appear as though her legs were too lengthy and her belly had shrunk. The image was mockingly juxtaposed with a cartoon of the Family Guy character, "Legs Go All the Way Up Griffin," because it resembled Moretz, so a meme was created. So why do Matt Stone and Trey Parker hate Family Guy? To put it bluntly, Trey Parker and Matt Stone of South Park aren't fans of Family Guy because, quote, just don't respect it in terms of writing. Parker admitted via comedians Argo, "I just want to state for the record right now that we've seen Family Guy and we despise it," he said. Stone, on the other hand, believes Family Guy has the potential to be a fantastic show because, quote, "you can tell smart people are working on it. Despite this, they acknowledge the Family Guy writers should work harder than they do." Parker and Stone joke that their opinion is likely to be ignored because the Family Guy writers make more money than them. Despite his frequent involvement in the feud, Seth MacFarlane has only written 3 Family Guy episodes: Death Has a Shadow, Family Guy Viewer Mail 1, and North by North Quahog. What he doesn't understand, according to MacFarlane, is the personal venom that Stone and Parker spew in the press about the show and about me, where it's not in the context of a joke. Via Rolling Stone, "I'd like to know where it comes from because I'm unfamiliar with them. Although Family Guy added fuel to the fire with spies reminiscent of us, it appears the feud is one-sided and will be perpetuated by Parker and Stone. South Park and Family Guy remain cult favorites in their respective animated sitcom genres." Finally, what do South Park fans think about the Family Guy parody? Fans believe the 2-part South Park entry Cartoon Wars in Season 10 that parodied Family Guy was shockingly accurate. Fans expressed their approval of the imitation in a video of highlights from the entry, and some users said it was amazingly accurate. Quote, "The way they portray Family Guy is disturbingly accurate," wrote one YouTube user Heisenberg. Flitch, another user, agreed, noting, "Family Guy mocked many adult cartoons and South Park exploited their main flaw. Congratulations to them." The funniest part is all of the Family Guy fans getting offended by a completely accurate depiction of the show. Just some robots said of South Park. The spoof has caused controversy, not only among fans, but also among the show's creators. But my friends, that is going to be it for today's video. Please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Also, let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are on the feud and which your favorite show is. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.